everyone, and welcome to Pioneer UK's April update. Well, we always knew, didn't we, that coming out of lockdown was going to be more complicated than going in. There's three things for sure that I think will mark out this next transition phase. Number one, grace. Grace. We're going to need so much grace. We're going to need bucket loads of grace because everybody in our church community is going to be wanting to re-emerge at a different way, a different pace to others. Leaders are going to have much grace for their people, and people are going to have much grace for their leaders. And you know, as physical separation lifts and we do begin to re-emerge and regroup, we will have to deal with some of the emotional separation that of course will be present. We're going to have to pour more grace and perhaps forgiveness onto others' choices that we didn't understand, or perhaps left us feeling confused, let down or disappointed. So grace. Number two, we're going to have mixed emotions. There's going to be both grief and sadness, as well as joy and celebration as to what we have lost and what we've gained. We're going to be processing multiple layers of, at times, conflicting emotions. There will be bittersweet moments. For example, the joy of when we see maybe each other's children, but then, gosh, how much they've changed in a year. We need to really think through some special moments to mark what we've been through, and as Pioneer I know we can do that well. We will be creative, we'll find authentic, maybe planned and prophetic spirit-led moments in worship or at key gatherings and celebrations over the coming weeks and months. Why don't you put your best ideas onto our Facebook group of how you've created moments to mark what we've been through and also how we are looking forward with hope. As Open Heaven, right now we're going through the book of Nehemiah, which is fascinating in terms of the space given to both grieving and celebrating. And then number three, there will be a mixed economy of what church looks like. There will be both the familiar and the unfamiliar, because of course there's a high felt need to regroup as we once were and enjoy the sweetness of fellowship and community with those we've missed. And yet the window of opportunity to pioneer new shapes of and expressions of church to reach a new post-COVID landscape cannot be missed. It will be both, and we will need to gather in order to send. It will be both the big and the small. We'll need to recognise who's got capacity and call to pioneer straight away and who perhaps needs to be rebuilt first. So it will be a mixed economy of what church looks like. Of course, it will be a mixed economy too of in-person and online. The latest research shows the secret members of our churches who've joined online show that 35% wanted community, 47% are spiritual seekers, and 13% are those coming back to church. So online does need to stay. We cannot just disconnect from those people who've been worshipping with us. So attached to this update is a grant application form for you to apply to up to £1,000 to get hybrid ready. Now, staff changes. This month, Alex finishes his role as Pioneer OM. He is a very talented man, and unsurprisingly, opportunities abound for him with his many gifts. Alex has been an absolute joy to work with over these last 2 years and has been a huge gift to Pioneer with his competence and his capacity to take vision and see it become reality. I have absolutely loved working with him in my first season of leading Pioneer UK. He's worked really hard for us with great diligence and set us up really well for the future. So it is with some sadness but deep gratitude that we say goodbye. However, at the same time, we also celebrate and say hello to the fact that the incredibly competent and gifted Richard Annis has offered to be an interim OM for Pioneer. Not only can he preach, lead, operate apostolically, he also happens to be great at operations, with a great head for finance, effective systems, processes and a heart for organisational health. So he's going to step up and fill in the immediate gaps, and then we'll probably advertise for a permanent OM to join us in September.
Hello, well, we are really hopeful that Pioneer Core Module 4 is going to be able to go ahead in person on Saturday the 12th of June at St Peter's Centre in Loughborough. We're really excited to be able to hold an in-person event. We've squeezed the programme into one day to make it easier for us to go ahead in person, and we'd love to encourage you to get booked in. Pioneer Core is really ideal for all existing leaders from across the network, but also a fantastic opportunity for anyone you have in your churches who's maybe emerging in leadership or carrying responsibility in some kind of area of church life. It's a way for us to make sure we really are building together around our core values as Pioneer Network. And this module, Module 4, is all about being kingdom orientated. So we'll be taking a look at an introduction to kingdom theology and why that's so important for us as Pioneer. And then we'll be thinking about the practical implications of that in terms of engaging every sphere and sector of society and bringing kingdom transformation in our workplaces, our neighborhoods, our communities, and so on. We'll be thinking about pursuing the kingdom rather than empire, so partnering together with other churches in unity with them, and also being willing to engage with secular agencies and local authorities. And then finally, we'll be looking at creation and caring for creation, the implications of kingdom theology for the environment and looking after our planet. So it's going to be an absolutely fantastic day, a great opportunity to be together. Why don't you join us on Saturday the 12th of June? You can book in now at www.pioneer.org.uk/core.
Hello, my name's Alex. I am the Pioneer UK Operations Manager. Some of you will have noticed at our last conference earlier this year that it was my last conference. As the end of this month of April, I will be stepping down from my role as the Pioneer Operations Manager. It has been an amazing couple of years serving you, serving the UK core team, particularly serving Ness. But I will be stepping down to pursue my mental health practice that I've been working alongside my role at Pioneer. But fear not, for the wonderful Richard Annis will be taking over as the interim operations manager for the time being until they appoint a permanent position. This also won't be the last that you see of me, as we are hoping in the next few months to be able to support and resource churches across the network, where I may be able to run mental health first aid training for churches within the UK network. So do watch out for that in upcoming monthly updates. But as I said, it has been a real honour to serve you, and I'm obviously very sad to leave, but I wish you and the network well in the future ahead.
Hey Pioneer, it's Joe here. Just wanted to say a quick hello and give you a little plug for the next Rise Hangout, which is happening on Monday night at 8 p.m. The link will be sent to you in the email with this update, and you just have to sign up on Church Suite. And for those of you who don't know what Rise is the stream in Pioneer for our emerging leaders coming through their teens, 20s and 30s. We want to create a context where we can regularly connect, hang out with each other, build community and grow together, and make sure the future of Pioneer is in great hands. So we're going to be meeting on Monday night at 8 p.m. on Zoom. But also just another little shout out that Lou and I are really happy to have Zoom calls with any of you guys who want to know more about what Rise is. I had a call a couple of weeks ago with some amazing young leaders in Burton, just talking about what exactly we're doing and what we're going for, and that was really helpful for them. And I'm sure that if there are any of you watching this who would love to just find out more before you try and come to something, or even if you just want to come and have a chat afterwards, just get in touch with us. We'd love to have another conversation with you. So happy spring everyone, good to see you, and see you risers on Monday night.
Join us at Wildfires Online, Sunday the 30th to Monday the 31st of May. By then, we should be able to watch it with others, maybe with another family around a meal table or with a group out in the garden. Our recovering nation is more in need than ever of the gospel, and so join with many others in contending with us for another great awakening.
Hi there, it's Lukundo here from Pioneer North. I am on the UK core team, and I also co-lead Pioneer Rise with Joe McSharry. I wanted to let you know about a resource we've put together to bless you guys and your communities. Different members of the core team have recorded a short talk on one of our 4 core values: missional, relational, charismatic, and kingdom orientated. And these are really so that you can use them as maybe a mini preaching series, and your communities can gather around our core values afresh. And so if you'd like to use them, feel free. You should get a link in your inbox if you're a senior leader, or if you want to know more, simply drop us an email. We really want this to bless you guys, to help you along the way, maybe give you a break from preaching, but it's there and available for you. So hope you find it useful, and I pray that it blesses you.
Hello, Paul Weston here. I hope you're doing really well and having a great time whatever you're up to today. I just wanted to remind you that on Wednesday the 28th of April, starting 8 o'clock, we have a gathering of those like-minded people and gifted, talented people who are called to reach out in our communities. Called to set the trends, to set the conditions for the Spirit of God to move, and just, I suppose, call yourself an evangelist, someone who's working in the community, doing things to bless people, got loads of creative ideas and so on. Well, we're going to gather together from 8 to 9 on the 28th of April. We're going to pray together, we're going to hear some amazing stories, and we're going to look to the future as our nation comes out of lockdown and we see what's going to happen. So get ready for it, sign up, connect in, looking forward to it. See you soon.
So from all of us to all of you,